here we have 3 pounds of blueberries ready for the dehydrator.
Hey everybody, it's Joe here. It is early January 2021 and we're going to do some dehydrating today. What we have here is 3 pounds of fresh blueberries. Bring these over, try and give you a little bit better look so it's spilling them all over the place. 3 pounds of blueberries. We're going to run them through the dehydrator and set them aside in mason jars after that. So these would be great for tossing in my oatmeal cereal throughout the rest of the winter and into the spring. I'm going to make sure I have a jar or two set aside for spring and summer camping trips. Take those with me. Over here I have a double boiler pot, water, bring that to a boil. We are going to get that to a nice rolling boil. Dump these in, let them go blanch for about 30 seconds, not very long. I'll have a sink full of ice water prepared. Take them off the stove, drain them, put them in the ice water for a few minutes. We don't want to do any cooking of the blueberries, we just want to blanch them. And what that's going to do, you can dehydrate these just like this, right onto the dehydrator, but they'll take a very long time. They have a skin on them, and there's two things you can do. You can blanch them, and as they heat up and swell up a little bit, that causes the skin to crack in a few places, and they'll dehydrate a lot faster. The other way of doing it is I could stand here all day with a toothpick, poke a couple holes in each one. That'll do the same thing. I don't think I want to do that. Anyways, I'll be back when the water's boiled and I have them in blanching, and we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so we're back. We've got the water at a nice hard rolling boil. I'm going to pop the lid off of that, pour the blueberries in, and wait 30 seconds. The timer going there. We're all set. I've got a sink full of cold water. I'm going to walk over here to the fridge and freezer, grab a few ice packs. Toss these in, get the water nice and cold. Pop this over to the sink. Look out the inner pot, let the water drain out. Going to bring the camera over a little closer for this, but I'm sure you get the idea. Right into the ice water. Drop a cold pack right in on top of those. Now I'm just going to leave those for a few minutes, let them cool down. We don't want the cooking process going on. After it's done, I'll come back, drain them, let them drip dry a little bit, then we'll load them on the dehydrator. Okay, and we're back. We're ready to start loading up the dehydrator. I have 4 trays here ready to go. Used to have 5, but unfortunately one of them got broken, so we're down to 4 trays for now until I get my new one. Now as I get these spread out, I don't expect you to watch all that, so I got it started, and I'll be back when I'm just finishing up this part. Okay, so we're back. I've got the trays all loaded up. 4 trays of blueberries to be dehydrated. Check my temperature. I want 125 degrees for this. Put a lid on it. Turn it on. I'll come back every few hours, rotate the trays around, get even dehydrating. These won't be done until sometime tomorrow. And when they're done, nice and dry, I'll be back to do the rest and package them up to set them aside. Back soon. And we're back. So we got the dehydrator loaded up with the 3 pounds of blueberries. I think earlier I said I was guessing it was going to be about 20 hours or so, 20-25 hours to dehydrate. Well, I underestimated that a little bit. This took more like 30, maybe 35 hours. So blueberries take quite a while. I believe it's 84% water. But when they're done, completely dry, you can actually crunch them a little bit. So what we're going to do next, we're going to get them all loaded up into this bowl, and we're going to see what the finished weight is. We started out with 3 pounds, and I got the scale adjusted down to 0 to take away the weight of the bowl. I'm not going to get you to watch me doing this, so I'll be right back after this is all loaded up with blueberries, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we've got the blueberries into the bowl, and we've got them on the scale here, and we have 210 grams, and 7.5 ounces. So from 3 pounds down to less than half of a pound. Not bad. I don't know if you can see down here, but here's one of my dogs. Come here, Plaid. Come here. There's Plaid. We're going to give Plaid a treat. Just hang on 1 minute here. Plaid's been hanging out. She does that a lot when I'm in the kitchen. She thinks she's going to get treats. Here comes my other dog. Come here, Sandpaper. Come. Okay. Treats for everybody. Okay, over here. Over here, Sandpaper. Ready? High five. High five. Good girl. Sandpaper. High five. Good girl. There. I always like when my dogs get themselves into my videos. So now we're going to take this canning funnel, put it over the half-liter mason jar, and dump these in. And that's what I thought. It won't quite all fit. Close, but not quite. So there's a 500 milliliter mason jar full of blueberries. And I got a smaller jar here as well for 250 mil. We'll just put the rest of those right in there. Use those ones first. Put a lid on it. And there's our finished product. So let's slide this dehydrator out of the way. We're done with that for now. I'll clean it up later. Put the scale away. And put those in the sink for later. So just a real quick review. Started out with 3 pounds of fresh blueberries. We blanched them for about 35-40 seconds. That's to crack the peeling on them and it lets them dehydrate a little faster. I'm really glad I did that. The other option is taking a toothpick and poking a couple little holes in each one, and that sounds like a lot of work. So blanch them first, drain them, put them into ice cold water, let them sit for a few minutes, drain them from that. Let them dry out a little bit, then load up the dehydrator, 125 degrees Fahrenheit, and it took me about 30, maybe 35 hours in total to do this. What am I going to use these for? Well, some of these will go with me on canoe camping trips come spring, maybe some backpacking adventures, and I'll also use them here at the house. I love throwing these into my oatmeal. I do that all the time. They rehydrate really quickly and add some real nice flavor to the breakfast cereal. So that's blueberries. I'll get this footage all together. And my dog is freaking out. So I love having these around. These will go down on a shelf in the food seller section for now. And that's about it. I did get interrupted by my dogs freaking out about something, so they're out in the backyard hanging out now. They had their treats. They're happy. I'm happy. If you like videos like this, make sure to leave some good comments down below. Hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do that. That helps me out a lot. There will be some stuff down in the description box, other things that you might find interesting. Links to more dehydrating videos, things like that. A little bit of background about the channel maybe. And so yeah, talk to you soon.